From today, the majority of COVID rules in Wales are going to be scrapped after First Minister Mark Drakeford announced on Friday that the legal requirement to wear a mask and to self-isolate would end today.
But for places like schools, the impact of COVID hasn't gone away as the virus continues to disrupt things in the classroom. Our Wales reporter Lily Hewitson joins us now to take us through those changes. Lily, lots of people will be welcoming them, but as you say, still lots of disruption going on.
Yes, good morning, Eamon and Isabel. People who live and work in Wales may well be going about their day a little differently today than they may have done over the last 2 years. Now, as of this morning, as you say, masks are no longer required in the vast majority of settings here in Wales, and the need to self-isolate is no longer a legal one. It'll now be guidance. And now that Wales is following the rest of the UK nations when it comes to COVID rules, it'll be today's change from law to guidance, which will leave businesses and the schools like the one behind me to make decisions about what to do going forward. Now, the First Minister announced the easing of rules here in Wales on Friday, which included the end to routine asymptomatic testing for school staff and for secondary school pupils here in Wales. However, the teachers and teaching unions across the country have raised concerns that the COVID situation in classrooms across Wales is still chaotic and it's still stressful due to staffing pressures and the spread of the virus on school campuses. Now, the Education Minister, Jeremy Miles, has said the Welsh Government are trying to help alleviate those staffing pressures, but the UCAC, that union which protects teachers here in Wales, are saying that that schools are still certainly not in any form of normality and there are still huge challenges ahead. And because of this staffing pressures, staff are now calling for more supply cover in schools throughout Wales. Now, I can't imagine this will be the last that we'll hear about the situations in schools across Wales with relation to COVID, but back to those general changes across Wales, although many of the rules are being scrapped. People are still going to have to wear masks in health and social care settings, and businesses are still going to have to do those COVID risk assessments for staff and for their customers.
Lily, thank you very much indeed for bringing us up to date there. That's the latest COVID restrictions in Wales as from today. Thank you.